out of nowhere, out of left field, I come recruiting the only guy. There's actually 2 or 3 guys that you may hear about, but this was one of them, the big gun. I went hunting for the big dog, who was in a very comfortable game, playing in a game that he knew as a consultant in business, and he had been doing it for decades successfully and had a line of businesses out the door that wanted to work with him. I had a little advantage with the fact that we had the Warriors way on our side, but nonetheless, continued to double down, and Coleman ultimately moved into a position with us as Chief Operating Officer and brought stability to Warrior. And once that was in play, the next chapter for him opened up was to ultimately pursue the path of being able to lead and guide outside the framework of the internal core of Warrior, but inside of this brotherhood with Wake Up Warrior. Talk to me about why somebody would work with you. I know why I worked with you, because of the stability and the clarity and the simplicity with which you look at things and your ability to help us see around corners we couldn't see. Mm-hmm. And you know all the numbers. You were part of our game. We're talking a $20 million a year company. This is not something small, and the complexity of it was intense. Talk a little bit about this to those who may be watching as the business owners who are saying, you know what, I think this is my guy.
Yeah. So one of the true skill sets I have is oftentimes business owners have vision. Sometimes that's very clear. Sometimes it's not so clear. Oftentimes business owners and CEOs and stuff are involved in what I would call fireman execution, right? Because there's always fires burning inside of the kingdom, inside the business, whatever that may be. What doesn't happen a lot is there's not this connection, this bridge of strategy between the vision that they have for their companies and for their teams and for their people and the execution that has to occur for the business to survive. And I understand that bridge. I understand how that works because of the time I've spent with businesses, literally having sold over 1,700 small businesses myself in the early part of my career, then working with a lot of early stage investors in technologies that came to market that were acquired, oftentimes for literally hundreds of millions of dollars, being part of the angel team there. So I've had an inside view to literally thousands of businesses over my career. And what I've learned is that my focus and my discipline and my understanding across business. So oftentimes people are very specialized in marketing, or they're very specialized in operations or in HR, or whatever it may be. I understand how all those things connect and how when you move this one, how it impacts the other one. And so what I started to learn and what happened for me in my career and what I bring to businesses is that ability to see the connection between all the different components in a business and ultimately to create a strategy that connects this vision that seems to be, kind of ethereal a little bit, and then the day-to-day stomping out of fires that happen so often in business that then people miss the opportunity to connect those things going forward.
So as we conclude this interview, here's the invitation I'm going to give to you. You see his fire. Listen, I was a client of his. He's a student of mine, and I was a client of his. If you're a businessman and you need access both to the Warriors Way, but you need tactical execution, bridge building work inside your company, which once you enter the entrepreneurial Bermuda Triangle, that's like 99% of the business owners out there. Well, on this page are going to be more details where you can find out more about Colin Talley, what he's up to, and what the next step might look like for you to begin to work with him. But I can tell you with zero hesitation from my side is I back not only Colin Talley as a man, but I back him as a man who also leads, lives, and teaches the conversation we call the Warriors Way.